Hey folks, back with another in the series on finishing this Udacity data engineering capstone. So in this video, I'm going to try and get as far as I can. I think I'm going to show us how to connect to Reddit, get some JSON, and then store it in S3. Let's try that. Stick around and let's see how far we get. Okay, what's nice about doing videos for a while is that you sort of rack up scripts that are useful over time and figure out how to do things. So I have some code from other things that I've done on this channel to grab and clean a Reddit post. So what I'm going to do is, and this will all be on the GitHub, but what I'm going to do is see if I can retrofit some of that code for what we need. So what I've set up here is a config file where I'm going to get from the environment the things you need for PRAW. Now PRAW is the Reddit API that will allow us to connect to Reddit and get posts and all the comments for the posts. So you need PRAW secret, PRAW key, PRAW user agent. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google PRAW Reddit and then go through, sign up for the API keys, get them set up, and then come back here. Okay, so I copied over some older code that I'll go through, but now I have to sort of retrofit it. So what I do is normally import date time as DT. I'm going to have to import PRAW. I'm not sure I have that installed in this virtual environment, so I'm going to pip install PRAW. And ignore this code for now, but essentially what we have is this function data for subreddit, and I just put in a subreddit and I get the data back for it and all the comments. So I'm going to see if I run main.py if I can get it. So let's see. So required client ID is missing. Okay, so, or as an environment variable. Okay, so let's see. Required configuration setting, client ID missing. Okay, so now let's make sure we need to assert PRAW. Let's see, is not none. So let's make sure that we're getting the environment variable. Okay. So it fails the assertion. So I should source my profile where I have that key being set. And okay, great, it's working. So I was able to source that in terms of putting the global variable into my .profile on a Mac or bash RC or whatever, what have you, and then sourcing it so I get the global. And then I just use it. Okay, so now I need more comments. So I'm going to bring in some of the other things that I need. Let's see, I think it's from PRAW, import more comments. I think that's it. It's probably not. More comments allows us to delve deep into the comment sections of Reddit and get more comments. So this is the from PRAW models import more comments. This is the PRAW documentation I was just looking at. Okay, so let's try this. Now I don't think this code has the data at the comment level. So that's something that we're going to need to fix. I want this at the comment level because I need over 1 million rows of data. So I'm going to break this out, and I haven't exactly thought about how to do that. Maybe I'll just store if a comment has an immediate parent, the information from that. So it looks like this is working. I'm pulling posts from gaming and the hot gaming threads. So this function clean submission essentially takes a Reddit submission and will turn it into into a Python dictionary. So let's see, take and okay. So it looks like this thing is working. It got from hot, now it's getting from new. Clean the comment. Author body ups full name. So I just need to retrofit this, I think, to making it so that I can making it so that I am at the comment level. What I might do is move the Reddit instance into config. Now I'll just put this up higher here. So this is actually how we are connecting to Reddit and getting back. I made a little function here, but you do praw.reddit, pass in your praw key, praw secret, praw user agent. Clean comment cleans the comment. Basically go through, get the author body, number of upvotes, and the full name. I'm not sure what the full name is, why that's different from the author. I iterate here over hot, top, new, and random rising. Otherwise, if I don't pass one in, I just get random. So it's hot, top, new, random rising. Gaming, hot, new, random rising, top. Okay, that's fine. So that's the last amount that this will go through. And then in here, I'll get back data, but I haven't printed that. So it's not going to do anything for me. So why don't I just go through and do for kind in, let's see. So I couldn't show you for kind in. Okay, we'll put kind in here if it's none. And we'll say so kind equals kind, or let's put themes. Let's call it themes. I'm not sure what you call that. For kind in themes. Kind or, okay, so kind is an input variable. I'm going to set it to none. If it's none, then it's this list. And then it'll do that. So now I pull through, I'm going to put, let's just go with new. Okay, and then I need to print the data. Okay, so let's go through that again. I'll probably speed this up so you don't have to watch it. Okay, so that actually wasn't too bad. So this, I'm not sure you could see it. This is all of the big JSON blob that we got back of data, which is great. So this has author, person, body. And then if there's comments in there. So what I'm going to do is focus on the comments. So anyway, this large JSON blob we could put into S3 directly. But really what I'm trying to do is get some comments here. So we will have to suss that out. Okay, so let's go back through and figure out exactly what's happening here. Let's start from the bottom. So we're asserting that our global isn't missing so that we can actually connect to Reddit. And then we go through this data for subreddit, and I'm passing in just passing in new as the one that I want to get. If I don't pass in new, then I'll go through hot, new, random rising, and top, all of the, I guess, themes in Reddit. Okay, so then I'm creating a list, and I'm not sure that I want to create a giant list or if that's good for JSON, but we'll worry about that later. And so subreddit type submissions. Okay, so let's go to that function, subreddit type submission. So this takes hot and sub. It probably should take the reverse to mimic the other function parameterization. Okay, so we create a list, we connect to Reddit, we get the subreddit, and then for submission, we get all these submissions. For submission and submissions, we get comments, and then we clean the comments on the submission, and then we apply the subreddit. And then for top level comment in submission.comments, if it is a top level comment, then continue. Otherwise, if it is a top level comment, continue. Okay, I think this just iterates. So if it is a top level comment, then continue. Otherwise, clean the comment. Let's look at clean comment. Get author name, body, ups, full name, data.items. Okay. Append the comments. So article comments equals comments. And then we take all of the comments. So this is an article level. This is an article level piece of software. But I really want a comment level. So we're going to have to manipulate this function to return for submission, for all the submissions, clean that comment, and then that will become a line in our database. Okay, so I'm looking at this clean submission function that I had written. And so it takes a Reddit submission and turns it into a dictionary. I'm thinking the comments that we get, we need to know what they're commenting on. So all of this information about the submission is still valid. We want to know all of these things: the title, the score, the URL, the thumbnail, if it's applicable. And then at the end here, we just throw things out if they're none, because we don't want, we set them to the string none. This was because DynamoDB didn't like empty strings. And so here's cleaning a comment, author, body, ups, full name. And then we do the same. So what we're going to do is retrofit this subreddit types submission. The second part of it, the first part of it is just going through the subreddit, and going hot, top, new, random rising, random. There's a bug right there. Okay, so for submission and submissions. So for submission and submissions, we want to clean the article. So for top level comment in submission.comments, comment clean. Okay, so now instead of appending the comment to the comments, we actually care about the comments as the data itself. So what I'm going to do is, instead of appending a dictionary of comments, I am going to article.update with the dictionary that is the comment. Okay. And then the list that is returned is a list of all of the data at the comment level. So we're going to get submissions that have a lot of the same information repeated, and I suppose that's okay for the JSON. So what we'll have to do when cleaning this, when changing this and putting it in Postgres, is we'll have the separate fact tables that have the submission level data, and the comment level tables that have the comments. Now, I suppose actually what we could do is we can make a distinction right here and save the comments with a little bit of data and the articles with other bits of data, so that we're not duplicating a ton of data right off the bat in terms of what we need to save. So what we might want to do is have comments versus articles. So we have comments and then we'll have articles. Not sure this is going to work, but basically for submissions, article, clean submission, submission, article subreddit is subreddit. So then articles.append article. So we'll get the articles in a separate list with all the article information, and then we'll have the comments separately. So we could save a ton of that data. We don't have to save duplicate information, and then we'll join on the submission ID. So what we can do is comment, clean comment. So then comment here, the join is going to be the article, the submission ID. So the article ID, we'll call this article ID equals article ID. So we'll know all of the comments that are attached. Top level comment, more comments. So actually, I'm only going to save top level comments, I think. I don't think I need that bit of code. So if instance top level comment, more comments. Let's see what happens when I get that out. So data.append. Okay, so then this is going to be comments.append comment. Okay, so then we're going to return articles and comments. I'm going to return two types of information. So we're going to return from here articles and comments. And so this makes this harder to do because we are appending. So let's just, for now, just say here that we'll return articles and comments. And then we'll have to fix this up later. Comments. So, and then this kind is not going to be a list. We'll just say it's either kind or hot. We'll take the hot submissions. And then we'll return articles and comments. And let's just print the comments and see if we get data that's just comments. Okay, I got a ton of data. So I think what I did is I got all the data I want. So here I got author, body, ups, full name, article ID. Okay, I think I have the basics here. I'm going to save articles in one collection with all the article information, and then I'll save the comments in a different kind of setting, a different kind of table, and then I can join on the article ID to know which articles the commenters are are making the comments about. I won't know which comments they're commenting to. So that might be something to think about. So I'm going to think about that and come back with the next video in this section. Again, it should be quick because this capstone is due soon. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to put this up on GitHub for you, and have a good night. All right, let me know what you think. Maybe you have a better use for this data. Maybe you have other ideas for data I can grab. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.